I just realized my mic wasn't on. I just realized my mic wasn't on the entire time. Number one, William commented that he started hyper focusing more on Forgotten Flash games, which is like what do you want me to say, William? Congratulations. Man's proven his diagnosis of autism. Like you cannot not suspect the man. You cannot not figure it out, you know. Man's wearing it on his sleeve, loud and proud. Fucker. But what I was gonna say is that today I've been well, immediately tired. Holy shit. I genuinely don't know by now if I'm tired because I'm like genuinely tired, or do I just associate like turning on of my like lights and like streaming was like being tired. This is like very disturbing by now. But today was an alright day. I woke up immediately was cooking. Was working that grill, you know. But no, I finally, for a first time in a couple of years, I've been using my big pot. I have like a big 7 liters. Somewhere in the ballpark of 7 liters of water pot. For the first time in years, I used it to actually cook in it instead of boiling water. Because for past 2 years at least, only thing I was using it for is boiling water. And today, finally, I was using it to cook. First, I browned up some meat a little bit. Then I took away all of the fat, because who wants too much fat, you know? You need to like reduce it. Plus later you can reuse that fat for like cooking, you know? Now here's the thing, I'm not a big health nut, because over the years I heard so many stories of people going like, this is healthy, no, this is healthy, no, this is healthy, right? Like so many people contradicting each other on what is the healthiest way to live. So I don't particularly care, but I didn't need to buy any kind of oil or butter in years now, because simply whenever I cook meat, I like sift off a little bit of fat. I was close to running out. I think only like 2-3 times in a couple of years by now. But like legitimately, I just have like, instead of butter or any other oil, I just always use instead of butter or oil, I just always use the tallows from pork, you know. Like I make pork or meat or whatever. Like any kind of, well, pork or, sorry, pork or beef. Pork or meat. Pork or beef. I make some pork or beef and I just like have some tons of tallow left over and I just use it for like conventional cooking any other time, you know? Is it healthier for you than like butter or any other type of oil? I don't know. I don't think so. Like the one person that wants to convince you into like, oh, tallow is more healthy than oil and butter is fucking what's his name? RFK Jr. Yeah. Robert fucker Kennedy. That guy who sounds like two midgets are having rough anal in his throat. That man is trying to convince you that like tallow is more healthy, and honestly, I don't care. I don't care if it's more healthy or not. It's just like, it's mostly economical. If you have fat left over after cooking, why not use it, you know? Why not use it to... Plus, I don't fry it, you know? I don't deep fry a lot of things. If I make chicken nuggets, I just put them in the oven, boom, boom, bam, pow, and they're good. They usually already come like pre-oiled. Like usually like chicken nuggets seep off oil as you fry them. If you have like a deep fryer and you put store-bought chicken nuggets into the deep fryer, you're gonna come out with more oil than you start with. It's the most magical thing you can experience. But anyway, what I was gonna say. So yeah, I had some more. I browned up some meat, take away the oil. Then I put vegetables inside that I cut while meat was browning. Oh wait, what? Put some vegetables in, put some tomatoes in. This one is not a tip that like I would recommend, because I've legitimately, has anybody seen that show, American TV show where it's like extreme savers, you know, like a woman who like dumpster dives for coupons, and like a guy who microwaves his underwear to save on dry cleaning or something, you know? So I've seen that show, and on that show there was one thing where like a guy did something that I was like, this is not the best practice if you're like, you know, having a guest over. So this is more of like a thing that I do because I'm not sharing my food with anybody. But like if I was, I would not be doing this. I had some ribs a while ago, and I was like, fuck it, saves the bones, you know. And I saved the bones, and then I boiled the bones to make it into a broth, and then I added the broth to the bolognese. Now, if somebody else was gonna eat that bolognese, would I be boiling? Would I be like boiling my leftover bones into broth? No. You fucking kidding me? Like, yuck. Like, but because it's me, you know, I'm like, whatever, doesn't matter. Like, I ate them, you know. Well, am I gonna catch cooties from myself? Or? I also, here's the thing, my neighbors gave me like a pack of like instant bolognese. 2 packs actually. Because they're like, we don't do this powder stuff, we don't particularly care. Like, do you want this? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I just added it to my bolognese. Now, will that improve the flavor? Probably not, because I'm gonna be adding like, I added already a bunch of like other spices, you know? Like, there's a bunch of other stuff. But it's probably, I don't know. Like, that's some tomato powder or whatever. Like whatever they have inside. It's like tomato powder or like salt, MSG, whatever. Just add it to... Like, if you have it anyway, why not add it? It's not like I'm ever gonna make like instant bolognese sauce without it, you know? Or without vegetables, you know? Like oh yeah, you know what I want? A packet of like instant bolognese and meat. Nothing else. Hold the vegetables. No additional vegetables. Nothing else. Just the instant powder and meat. That's all I wanted. No, yeah, like I obviously would be adding vegetables anyway. So now's the optimal time when I'm making bolognese. Oh wait. They also gave me like, so they gave me like 1 packet instant soup, which I tried. It was like, alright, I guess. They gave me 2 packets of instant bolognese, 1 specifically for lasagna. I don't know what the difference between lasagna bolognese and regular bolognese is, but we'll figure it out someday. Some days the science will be able to answer this question. This guy again. Am I just gonna go all in on red today? I may go in all in on red today. Anyway, so after all the vegetables and meat is mixed, some bouillon I made, you know, some bone broth. That's a more appropriate word, I think, in English. Then some spices, you know, classic rosemary, rosemary, thyme, basil, oregano. Dude, I already even tried it. Same neighbors also gave me like they gave me some tortellini. I don't know why they keep giving me Italian stuff, but they gave me some tortellini. I just pop some tortellini into water, you know, just mix it together with bolognese, some parmesan on top. Oh, sorry, it's not parmesan. What's the other cheese? The other hard cheese, it's like not parmesan, but like Pecorino Romano? No, I don't know. I honestly, I don't even know why there is a difference. They're both like hard cheese. It's good to put on like good to put on pasta. I also enjoy both, even so when I eat them, for some reason I have like my gums itch after I eat them. I have no idea how else to describe it. Like my gums are just itching after I eat it. Like just straight up, like if I take a bite. If it's on the pasta, it's fine. But like if I eat it like straight up like a cube, like my gums itch, and I have no idea how to describe it. It's just weird. I still like it. At least it's the flavor. Anyway. And now I have 2 buckets of bolognese, by the way. Like, I was using the 7-liter pot, right? Because I was like, oh, clearly it's gonna be like a big portion. Because usually I have to like vegetables in one pot, meat in like a pan, you know. Usually like all separated. So I was like, well, clearly it's gonna be a lot of it. But I didn't even realize that like usually the amount of bolognese sauce I cook is enough to fill the entire fucking pot. I absolutely didn't know that. So like I had this entire like 7-liter pot of bolognese sauce, and I'm like, fuck me, okay. Now it's in like 2 buckets. It's sitting in my room, cooling down. When it cools down, I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Ooh. Ooh, come on. Send this to me. Wait, what's the difference between this and this? Not that much. Not that much. Flint on the other hand. I guess we're going on the green. We're going green. Well, we can go red. Let's go red. Let's go red. Why not? Oh yeah, we need the speed boost with it. Okay, okay. I forgot about that. You need a speed boost with it. Nice. Nice. Anyway, it's not like I'm gonna be eating only bolognese for next couple of weeks. Because now I have more fridge space, so I can like spruce up my meals in between, you know? Why not? Nice. Oh, come on, really? A little shit got me? What's that? Master's Key. I'm more and more saying that like the problem, the reason I'm more tired now when I'm streaming is because I'm legitimately just like I start wearing my glasses more, and now whenever I'm not wearing glasses I just get like really tired. I'm like 900% sure about this now. Because my eyes hurt like a bitch right now. And I assume that's mostly because I'm not wearing my fucking glasses. I really need to like invest in my in like contact lenses or something. You motherfucker. Damn. Huh. Ow. Huh. Interesting. Uh-huh. Where's your head at? No. No, why not? He ain't got anything useful. You a bitch. Why not? There's 14, like every single time there's a new season of Marvel Rivals, I always like, damn, already? Like, even so, it's always the same amount of time. So usually like 2 months. Like, still, damn. I'm still out here learning to counter Black Cat, which, by the way, I have no counters. Like, I cannot figure out. Like, every time. Here's the thing. Now that Black Panther players are like so proficient that they can like literally teleport behind you, nothing personal, kid, and run away. Countering Black Cat is equally as annoying, you know, because Black Cat has exact same fucking moveset and even more versatility. It's unbelievable. They're literally like, how do we make Black Panther but like worse? And they're like, hold up, I got an idea. What if she has abilities that like allow her literally teleport as quickly as possible? Damn it, you're a fucking genius. Oh, Barnacle. Hey, man. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing today? How are you doing? Hey, man. How's it going? Ah, wow. I had an alright day. I've been cooking the entire day today. I've been making some bolognese because I know I just was in the mood for pasta, and I finished literally like 3 hours ago. Like, I've been cooking like almost entire day, like cooking it up, making some stink in the kitchen. And then I had like a meal of my product, and it was pretty good. It was nice and flavorful, so to speak. I was just here thinking about, hey man, are you a fellow brother who plays Marvel Rivals? Nice. Nope. Because that's one thing that I was talking about right before you arrived, is that Marvel Rivals season is ending soon, and there is a character. Fair enough. Because I've been playing Marvel Rivals since literally the release, right? Since season 0, I've been on that Marvel Rivals grind set. Today I dropped from Grandmaster to Diamond 1, which is a very sad day in my life. But that's beyond the point. The main point that I was gonna do is the fact that they keep introducing new characters, and the characters are like keep getting more and more busted. And I don't specifically speak about the curviness of the female characters, okay? I'm talking about the fact that they introduced Black Cat and she's just so hard to deal with. She's one of the most... She's so fucking difficult to deal with. It's genuinely... I'm genuinely having difficulties. Because they introduced White Fox. White Fox was alright. She was busted for like a healer because she was like a DPS healer, but it's not like, you know, whatever. You can kind of deal with it because you can still kill her at the end of the day. Black Cat, half of the time I don't even know where she is. If she's on my team, I know where she is, and like I always think like, where the fuck are you right now? If she's on the enemy team, everybody's caked up. True. Have you seen the Venom emote? Okay, like everybody's caked up, but that's not the main point that I'm making. The main point that I'm making is that like Black Cat is especially annoying to deal with because every time she arrives, like in your back lines, like you really can only scare her away. It's really hard to like get rid of her. It's so difficult to deal with a Black Cat in your midst, okay? Like most of the time, you see a Black Cat, you see her, then you don't see her, and then you see her again attacking your healers, and you have no idea how to help them, okay? All I can do for healers is pray, okay? Send my thoughts and prayers a little bit. Say amen, you know? But yeah, everybody's caked up. That's the key point of Marvel Rivals. Everybody's caked up. Everybody's got a little bit of a... Everybody's got a little bit something, okay? Venom got big ass emote where he twerks. Jeff can twerk now too. Well, wait. What do you mean lore accurate? We need the nerf. I mean, Black Cat is not that, like... I mean, I don't know how lore accurate she is. Because, like, the only association of Black Cat I have is, like... I mean, if she can, like, handle... There is actually a voice line between Black Cat and Spider-Man that I heard, like, literally while playing. It's like Black Cat going... like... Spider-Man and Black Cat are bantering with like Spider-Man going like, don't you think you want to like switch to being a good guy? And she's like, well, Spider, how about we instead take off these sweaty suits and find ourselves some quiet place? And it's like, what? Hold up. Hold up. That's yeah, you're allowed that line? That's very lore accurate. Out of all things, that's I think the most lore accurate thing you can ever see. That and the fact that they have Lady Loki skin, which by the way, Lady Loki, tall ass bitch, tall ass, fine ass, hell yeah. She's the tallest female Marvel Rivals character, I think. Oh, technically it's because she has to fit like male Loki's hitbox, I assume. You can't have like a skin that's like smaller. But still. Still it's saying something, I think. But yeah, everybody's kicked up. Everybody's kicked up, or everybody's... There's this... I mean, to be fair, the main character that I play is Emma Frost, by the way. But I have a friend who I play Mario Rivals with often, and he actually dislikes Emma Frost, which is kind of funny because she's like my main. She's like my main tank. She's the main tank I'm using. Actually, I had 2 games when like they banned Emma Frost and Penny, and it's like 2 of my tanks gone. It's like, who does that? Who bans Emma Frost? Okay. She's not even that busted, okay? I mean, she's busted in the good way. Yeah. Yeah, he's my friend. And not might, probably, most likely. I'm betting some money on it, but no, he's just a Penny main, you know. That's saying something. But well, yeah, like, son of a bitch. I forgot to ban the world's best viewer from my Twitch chat. I was saying I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I forgot. Because these guys always manage to get through somehow. Hey man, can you like spam something in the chat to get rid of it? Yeah, I ban them every single time. I ban all of the bots that arrive, but like hold up. 3 creator dashboard, I think. Yeah. Moderation settings, because I banned so many words. It's like legitimately they always manage to get through. I was very much against banning the words best viewers, but I guess I have to. Words best viewers now enter in banned list. Add to the ban list. Oop, hold up. Okay. Because because I did ban the word stop viewers. Stop viewers, I banned it a while ago, and 38 times it was spotted in my chat and like removed before I had to deal with it. Add me on Discord. I banned, and like I had two times somebody said add me on Discord and got removed. Add me on Discord but lowercase also got removed. I just added the phrase really love your hold on a second. Really love your stream. I will love to join your fuck, hold up. I will love to join your next stream with some friends. I banned that entire phrase. If you don't mind, add me on Discord. I banned that entire thing as well. Like that entire thing banned from my chat. You can't say that entire phrase. And then also I banned the word streamboo, and it was detected 342 times. 342 times in my chat. Somebody said streamboo and got banned immediately because it's a website. I mean, to be fair, is like I really liked your stream. I would like to join with some friends. Add me on Discord. Is because whenever I get those messages, it's guy just follows, adds that message, leaves. Okay, and that's you never hear of them again. But then they like try to add you on Discord, and it's always like, by the way, I'm like working with Twitch like moderation team or something, and and I want to like promote your channel. It's like, no, you're not. But yeah, I had banned a lot of different words and phrases because I don't consider them because I consider them detrimental. Why not? But what was I gonna say? So yeah, Marvel Rivals, great game, and it's hard to believe that we already finishing the season. Like it's 2 weeks until season is over. So, bro. Oh god, that was funny. That was funny. But it's hard to believe that the season is almost over. Oh, that's from the oh, I didn't want to. Okay, fine. No Mind to Think, that's from the Hollow Knight, right? No Mind to Think, no no Something to Speak? No? Yeah. No Will to Break. No Voice to Cry Suffering. I mean, it is very metal. It is very metal. I actually do think... Okay, here's the thing. There is a debate on whether or not Hollow Knight is technically a Souls-like. Because for a Souls-like, you know, it follows that like some people essentially argue that it's Souls-like on the premise that like you have benches to rest, right? Oop. You have benches to rest, you have like some decay illness going on, you know. But I argue that it's actually like the game in perspective. The fact that the game is so much about a decaying kingdom, number one. Not simply about the sickness, the fact that you're fighting the sickness similar to how like in Bloodborne you're fighting sickness. But the fact that you're fighting essentially a rot of its civilization, which is a big step in like a lot of Souls-like games, where it's like you're not simply out here fighting for just survival of like one kingdom, but like you're trying to fight off entire age, entire new age incoming, you know. And the fact that just like in Hollow Knight, well, just like in Dark Souls, Hollow Knight starts with the idea that like, well, who's Hollow Knight? You, right? Like you're the guy, you're the Hollow Knight. No, actually, you're a Hollow Knight, one of many. Just like in Dark Souls, you're not one of the... You're not the Hollow, you're just one of the Hollow. One of the few Hollow... one of the very many Hollow that exist throughout the world that are there for rekindling of the first flame, right? In that regard, the Hollow Knight, you're not the Hollow Knight, you're a Hollow Knight, one of the many Hollow Knights existing throughout this world, right? And through the story, I think there's an argument to be made that there is an argument to be made that just like in Dark Souls, you become the Hollow to relit the flame, or not, depending on the enemy. In Hollow Knight, you become the Hollow Knight to end the decay, essentially. Well, to end the I fuck it's the name, the light thing, the radiance, to end the radiance, right? That's the word. Now what? I'm restarting the game. I do like Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a good game. Cannot wait for the... When is the DLC coming out for Silksong? Silksong DLC. Announced, scheduled to release in 2026. Yes, this year, but when? It just says this year. If you search it up, they're just gonna go this year. Yeah. Cannot wait. Well, as soon as the DLC comes out, I'm gonna replace the entirety of Silksong and see if that actually changes my opinion on it. Because maybe it will, maybe it's not. I don't know. And I already been discussing about the fact that I think it's a good game, but it suffers from the fact that it's essentially a sequel. Huh. Interesting. Breaks into your house just to play a game on your PC. Fair enough. To be fair, when before I bought my current PC, well, I didn't buy it. I bought the parts and assembled it myself. You know, like a true gamer with a Y. But what I was gonna say is that before that, when I was playing just on laptop, it was a little bit of like it feels so much like missing out essentially. You have such a you have such a FOMO of like damn, I wish I was playing like I wish I was playing all the games that my friends are playing, but like I cannot. But that did instill in me the love for platformer, you know, like not platformer specifically, roguelike games, you know. It did make me go like I do like them roguelike games a little bit. I do like them 2D platformer, custom Metroidvania likes, you know. Oh, my beloved. Yes, of course. Ah, cinema. Oh, the fish one. I'm now remembering the tricks I was trying to do to improve like the PC, the quality of like a laptop to play video games on it, you know? Like damn, the game barely runs. All I have to do is just turn off literally everything that doesn't include gaming. Windows settings, just literally like turn off like the like turning off the home screen of the Windows is what I would do in order to like squeeze out extra like 3% of CPU usage. Did it help? No, absolutely not. Like the game would still not run, but damn if I couldn't say I did not try it. motherfucker. I was really trying to avoid that one. Ooh, nice. So let's see. Yeah, I guess so. Here's the thing. If he's waiting for prices to go down, he might be waiting for a while. Because as far as I understand, this might be the cheapest you can get a PC right now. Like as far as I understand, all of the okay, good luck next year. Good luck next year. I mean, as far as I understand, here's the thing. You may not want to quote on me on this one, but as far as, because I've been following, here's the thing, yeah, because that's like the longer he waits, the longer you have to wait for a PC. Yeah, I get you. But here's the thing. Most of my content is like the tech YouTubers, right? Like I actually don't mind it. Like I prefer tech YouTubers over the like AI slop and whatever. Like I'm trying to like curate my like feed to make sure that like it's only the stuff that I like. And again, not to alarm your friend, but it seems like CPU price is gonna increase soon as well. So this is just saying that next year might not be better than this year. I'm not trying to like force him into purchase, because to be fair, I also had like a massive like FOMO when I like build my PC, because as soon as I build my PC, as soon as I was building my PC, like the GPU card started to like spike up, because the Nvidia was decreasing their stock of 40 series parts, right? So you couldn't find like a 4090 or 4080 for anything lower than 2000. And I was like, fuck that. So I just went to equivalent of AMD, and I bought like my parts for like for 1000 euro, which still can be like considered bougie, you know. But like it was my first PC I wanted to really like spend on it. But anyway, besides that point, besides that point is the fact that as soon, so like when I was buying it, I was like, why the fuck are all the prices so expensive? You know, why is it that like well, specifically for GPU. And then I was like, oh, not only is Nvidia gonna like release new parts soon, oh, Nvidia is also gonna like sorry, AMD is also gonna release like new CPU soon. There's gonna be like new motherboards, new RAM, all of that shit. And I was like, no, I just bought all of this shit. Can you like wait a little bit? Essentially, I'm still satisfied with my purchase, because at the end of the day, if I wait, who knows if I could have even bought the parts, you know? Because of immediately, as soon as like the new CPUs and whatever get released, there was like a shortage of it because, well, people obviously like buying them in bulk. And then it's like, wait. And then after that you would need to wait. Oh no, AI shit coming in and you can like buy other parts. Like I checked like my RAM after I bought it. I checked it like this year. And like the price for the same RAM I bought, I think it like quadrupled or something. It's like 5 times the amount I bought it for. Like if I sold my RAM right now, I could like make a nifty profit if I didn't need the RAM, you know. Do you mean it metaphorically or literally? Okay, wow. Okay, now this does intrigue me because 64 is how much I have. Because to be fair, I was eyeing 94 gigabytes of RAM. I think it's 94. I was eyeing a 94 gigabytes of RAM kit, you know. When I was building my PC, I was like, should I? But then I was like, like, if I'm using, like, there is no foreseeable future in which 64 gigabytes will not be enough, even with me streaming and the rest, you know. Even with the fact that I'm like streaming and have to like do a lot of multitasking, and like that's what you need the RAM for. There is no fucking way 64 gigabytes will not be enough. That does remind me of the fact that one of my friends, whenever she talks about the PCs that her dad makes sure to build, it does feel like, because she's not building the PC, she's not like as interested in it. She's just interested in the fact that like it can run the games. She's not particularly interested in like the specs as much. But like whenever she like describes the things that her dad puts in the computers, it's like, why do you need 6 terabytes of like 6 terabytes of SSDs, you know? Like well, why do you need 6 2 terabytes SSDs for one home computer? And she's like, oh well, he really likes to back up stuff. I'm like, dude, you don't need that much. Like, what the fuck is your dad backing up on that PC, you know? Well, actually, you know what? This is one of the things that I'm wondering right now. If I open Task Manager, I can see how much like RAM and whatever they're using while I'm playing the game, right? So let's see. Nope, not this, not this. Hey, it's not the best, but right now, while playing this game, I'm using 13 gigabytes of RAM, right? Out of 64 that I have. Huh. That's like, that's really not that much. Yeah. And that's while playing the games, you know, having like I have 2 monitors running. Well, monitors is more like GPU kind of situation, but like you still need to kind of like negotiate the back and forth. Plus there is also 24 gigabytes of VRAM on the graphics card itself. But overall, for like streaming, 64 gigabytes of RAM is nearly an overkill. I just did it because I was like, what if? What if I'll need it? So far I don't need it. But what I'm saying is that like overall, he needs, yeah, of course he needs like extra processing power for his cheeks. He wants to simulate the clap of the ass cheeks in real time, you know. That makes sense now. Now it all fallen together into one place. Now I understand. Phaser. He's planning for GTA 6 because he's planning to make GTA 6 in his PC, isn't that right? He's gonna like oh yeah. Oh god. I feel like that's what's like some like I feel like that's what secures you position at Rockstar Games. If you want to be part of Rockstar Games, you have to like have a video of you getting hard to like pointlessly unnecessary graphical simulation, you know? Like Rockstar Games made sure that while you playing Red Dead Redemption 2, horse testicles, what's called, shrunk with cold weather. Like they were ensuring. Like that's how you secure position at Rockstar Games. You're hired, you know. It's like how politicians get elected by who can eat the most children. It's that easy, you know. They have like a whole like competition going on. I just imagined. Like the way to become a politician, you're like put in a row. It's like a competition style level where you have like multiple toddlers in front of you, and like whoever can eat most in one sitting, you know. Like there's a commentator and like, oh, there goes Bill. Okay, wait, hold up. The fuck do you mean by that? Hold up. You gotta need to explain yourself, mister. Unless you choose your next words really carefully. In what the fuck do you mean by that? Hold up. That's an interesting thing to say. Please expand on what you're trying to say there. Yeah, well, neither am I. I'm just trying to... Here's the thing. Jokes are all good and everything. Amen. But I feel like in this very case, this is a very poor joke. You might need to want to rethink that one before saying it in public. Not to sound like a fun police, but that's a poor choice of joke. There's here's the thing. There's a thin line between because here's the thing. No. Trying to be as cordial as possible, but like it's hard to be in this case. Tough. Tough choice. Well, here's the thing, amen. I hope in this case, this is a joke. Because, I don't support actual anti-Semitism on this channel. You need to understand that there is bigger fish to fry in the world. Okay. The last like which one? Because the last message was my hands are itching to type. Who said anything about the joke? That was that the joke? We like but what I'm trying to say specifically is that I don't support actual anti-Semitism, and I feel like here's the thing. This is gonna be everything a joke, okay? But here's the thing. Well, I'm not gonna be joking right now. I'm gonna be saying some real things. And that is the fact that anti-Semitism is on the rise right now. Because of one key thing. Israel. Israel is literally fucking ruining perception of Jews around the world with its action. And I think specifically, we don't particularly need to add fuel to the fire of anti-Semitism, because objectively, the reason Israel exists as a state that it is right now is because of anti-Semitism in the first place. The more actual anti-Semitism there is in the world, the more okay, because I think here's the thing. I'm gonna be. This is like a real world politics. I'm not joking right now. Israel is. No, you should be standing on the hills that Netanyahu is terrible. Netanyahu is terrible, and Israel as a country right now has hard justification. It's hard to justify Israel as it is right now within our society. The way it gets promoted within upper crust. I don't know how to say it. The way it has actual support from politicians of every country, without it's really hard to justify it when you see all the awful shit that Israel is doing right now as we speak, you know. Israel is a terrible country, and it's definitely shouldn't exist, right? But I'm also not saying it in anti-Semitic way of like I hate Jews. I think Jews are great, but Israel is ruining their image because it paints itself as the haven of Jews when it's in fact not. Have you seen reports that they actively discriminate against non-white Jews? The only Jews that Israel supports is well, Jews like me. I'm like on my grandma. Well, Trump is not the only one responsible for it. A lot of politicians out here in the West are responsible for it. But like, I am on my grandma's side, am Jewish, right? And if I were to convert, maybe I don't even need to convert. I could come into Israel and be like, on my grandma's side, I'm Jewish. Can you like accept me? And they would accept me. But like, in the same vein, a person who's actually Jewish, you know, who've been practicing for a long time, if they're more brown than me, they would not be accepted by Israel, because Israel is only for white, quote unquote, and Jews, quote unquote. So it shouldn't exist. Quite simply. Because objectively, if I pitched it about any other ethnicity, instead of Jews, if I pitched it about like a fucking white nation state, people would not be looking at it kindly. But as soon as Jews come into picture, people kind of go like, "Oh no, they deserve their homeland." It's like, no, only for Israelis. Like, bro. Like there was like this study. Number one, Israel prohibits DNA tests. Why? Because DNA test proves that like majority of Israelis are just like me, Eastern European, you know, Slavs with like some vague ties to Jewishness. Back to what I was saying. So they prohibit DNA tests for that reason. Because as soon as you have DNA tests for like Israel citizens, they're like, oh shit, none of you are like belong here. All of you like belong in Eastern Europe, you know? Anyway, back to the point. And there was actually a study showing like relation in, or do you mean on? I have no idea where you're gonna lead with this, and I'm a little bit worried. I'm not gonna lie. Because so far you did not have the best. No, it still doesn't make sense. In World War II, about like here's it still doesn't make sense grammatically. Like we gotta teleport to World War II? Okay. Okay, I'm saying I'm so far I'm staying with you. But you're very on thin ice so far. Your comments have not been inspiring optimism. Okay. Okay. I'm very curious where this anecdote leads now. I don't. This better be going not where I think it's going. Okay. Is there like a... Is there a point to the anecdote? Because I mean... That sound like a... Like, did you know that if you... Did you know that if you like threaten people with their lives, you can make them do like horrendous shit? Yeah, well. So what was there any point to the story? Because if that was in any way, if there was like no point to the story, you kind of just like, I think you kind of a little bit wasted time, my time there. Just a story. Because number one, I don't know how true that story is, but all that sounds to me is like, yeah, that's kind of along the lines of like, what was it? It's about like it's about the fact that, wow, it's about the fact that the Jews in this story would have been literally under threat of death, you know, while the civilians, German civilians, which by the way, like, why would he order civilians if like he had like he would have had like soldiers, obviously. But okay, like let's say number one, Hitler himself ordered German civilians to bury the Jews, and they refused, okay, because they're civilians and they did not have to deal with horror of war and the idea of like self-preservation. They literally did not experience the front line. He asked civilians to do the job. What civilians then? What kind of civilians would it be then? Or just random, like, inside the city civilians? And that makes even less sense. Because that would be civilians under, like... So, you're telling me... Okay, then... Again, so... You're telling me... Hitler captured... Okay, number one, again, like for the story, number one, Hitler had to be like on front lines, I guess, because he was there to order them directly. It wasn't like a random German guard, right? It wasn't like a random German guard. It's the Hitler himself. He wanted to bury the Jews alive. Okay. Go ask your dad. So this story is having a lot of holes. Number one, Hitler himself asked you to bury somebody. Number two, Number two, it's just random civilians of both. So he captured both Jewish and non-Jewish civilians. He captured both sides, right? He captured two of each flavor. And it was like, okay, now bury the Jews. And then civilians were like, no. Even so, they're under threat of violence, right? Like I assume German. He wasn't just asking them kindly. He wasn't like, oh, please do this for me. And these were like, no. And on the same note, Kazan, the Jews. And the Jews were like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go. Now that's funny. That's funny. Now that's pretty funny. Like, now there's comedy for you. Like that's actually pretty funny. Also, you asked your dad, like, what do you mean you asked your dad? He told you that story? That's kind of weird fucking thing to like, tell your child. Oh. So many weird parts about the story. Number one, he was talking with a barber, and he was like, by the way, barber, have you heard that story? That's not the key point. Everybody's friends with their barber. You don't want to have a barber fuck up your cut because you're not friends, okay? But so you're telling me your dad was sitting there in a chair and he was like, hey, friend, have you heard this story? Okay. Okay, so they were talking about it, and then he was like, yeah, by the way, there's a story I know where Hitler ordered them. Dog, don't, I think you shouldn't listen to what your dad tells to his barber, okay? I don't think you should listen to your dad's story at the barber shop. I mean, Israel is a terrible state, for sure. Okay. I feel like there should have been a context for it, that maybe you're omitting because maybe you don't remember it or something. God damn it, I can't find a good starter. But what I was gonna say is that, here's the thing. Israel is a terrible country. Not because it's Jewish. Because Israel isn't Jewish. Majority of Palestinian citizens are more Jewish than Israel state. Majority of Israelis are as Jewish as I am, which is by a very little margin. And so in that regard, what you should dislike about Israel isn't the fact that it's Jewish, but the fact that it's literally fascist. That's what you should dislike about Israel. Like you said, we need to bring back Hitler. Israel is the second Hitler. Israel is literally all that and more. Whoop. Netanyahu is Hitler, quite literally. Under his command, soldiers are performing crimes that, honestly, the only closest example we have is Nazis, quite literally. Yeah. Yeah, so all I'm saying is that, like, what you should hate is Israel as a state itself. That you should dislike because they're quite literally, unapologetically, committing crimes that are only can be compared to the shit Nazis did during Second World War. There has been reports of them, okay, not for the faint of heart, but like they killed children, okay, they killed children. They literally have reports of them using dogs to rape prisoners, okay? No fucking, who even does that, you know? They do crimes unimaginable by any sane human being. And why do they do that? Because they're literally terrible. They're literally fascist. Ooh. Fucker. And thus you should dislike Israel. Well, he himself personally did it. But yeah, he approved his soldiers doing that shit. Because his soldiers did that do equivalent amount of harm. Like, his soldiers did shit just as evil. And he approved it. Just like Netanyahu isn't there in, like, you know, refugee camp fucking raping every Palestinian with a dog himself. Hitler wasn't the one, you know, personally putting personally like gassing every Jew. He was just ordering other people, and those people were just following orders. Okay, we're just following orders. We're gonna do it. We could help it, you know. Yeah, I know our orders were so sickening, but I just had to do it. Don't look at the fact that I have like letters writing to my wife. Actually, I think wasn't the island part like disproven? Like Netanyahu wasn't actually on the island. It was like one of the Saudi princes or something. But like it doesn't matter because like in any case they're both evil. But here's the thing, amen. Okay. So far, the conversation sounds like you're just making apologies for Hitler, where it should be a condemnation for Netanyahu. It shouldn't be an apology for Hitler. It should be like, fuck Netanyahu, okay? Like, you're just to clarify what I mean by it. By the way, in US there was like in US there was like a college student who was like texted in the Discord chats that like, oh please Netanyahu strike down the strike down my like campus. I don't want to go to this presentation, and like they actually gave her like time for this because the US court decided that like saying Netanyahu please strike down my school is enough to be considered an actual threat. Which, here's the thing, that just means that Netanyahu I don't take it as like they're so dumb they believe that like, you know, her texting Netanyahu strike down my school equals her wanting her school to get strike down. I think what they mean is that if Netanyahu actually heard that, he would strike down the school, because he just heard school strike and goes, yes, please. He's that evil. We all know that. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times in a row invokes him, you know? Netanyahu is the same way. If you say strike school, he does it immediately. He doesn't even ask questions. Ooh, hell yeah. I just have to pimp out my grandma, okay? It's fine. I just have to be like, dog. Yahoo, come on. You know my grandma, come on. Why are we pretending? Why are we pretending like we're not cousins? I mean, I genuinely just hope that like Twitch doesn't strike me for that, because Twitch has been like very pro-Israel. That like I'm having a tough time. I might have tough time if like they put notice to this. Like so far, I'm just a very small Twitch streamer, you know. So they probably don't care. But like, if this somehow breaches containment of 0.5 viewers, I might be in trouble, you know. As soon as more than you starts watching the stream, I might need to tone down the language condemning Israel, because suddenly it's not cool, you know. We love Netanyahu, yeah. We call it. It's so crazy that they keep calling him Bibi. Like they don't call him Benjamin Netanyahu. They call him Bibi Netanyahu, which is like a what dog? Like imagine if like Trump was referred to as like Trumpy. No, not even Trumpy. Like yeah. Imagine if like actually, what's Trump's first name? Is it John? No, sorry, Donald. Right. Sorry, I was thinking of his like second name. I was thinking of his name. But imagine if they called him like Donny T. Imagine they called him Donny T instead. They were like, Donny T came out here, had a press conference. He's so great. We loved him so much. Such a good guy. Donny T is the old favorite. The very Donny T sounds like Donatello. He's part of the Ninja Turtles now. Whoop. '90s. Number one, I don't believe you were alive during 1990s. Okay. Number two, I'm Ukrainian, so I don't miss them either. Like in Ukraine, it was called Wild 90s, but not wild as in parties, wild as in the rabbit animal. So I don't miss them very much. In the 90s, it's been past war for a while. sorry dog, but like just out of war is rough describe. I'm pretty sure. Hold up, I assume you're from US at least. I don't know. No, even past World War II. I assume Vietnam maybe. Okay, Vietnam War end. Or Korean War, which is Vietnam is 1975. Okay. Korean. Okay, Korean is even earlier, 1953. What fucking war are you talking about? Not Vietnam, not Korea, which one? What fucking war are you talking about? Outworldly war? What? What the fuck? The fuck is outworldly war? I don't believe you're old enough to consume alcohol. I believe you're like 15 at best. Okay, that's kind of funny. To be fair, I would love some sparkling water right now. Holy shit. How does water expire, by the way? Okay, 17. Poor little baby. give me, let me pinch your cheeks. You little baby. Poor little 17-year-old baby. So 4 days ago. Like, yeah, I gotta like recheck the date. 4 days ago, you mean? Five days ago. Wow. Whoa. Damn. I just wanna. Nice. To be fair, I mean, I don't know, like the it's such a weird combo of like at least for me, in my opinion, the sparkling waters with flavor, because it's not like a full flavor of something, you know. It's not like they taste, you know, it's not like lemon juice. It just has a hint of lemon in it. So I always thought it was kind of weird, I guess. I mean, if you're like very thirsty, like you wouldn't mind anything, you know? Sparkling water with lemon? Hell yeah, slaps like hell, but... It is true that it's healthier than soda. I actually have so many... But what I was thinking is about... I actually have so many sodas. Well, not sodas. I have like... I have a cola in the fridge, right? I have out of a fridge, I have kvass. If you don't know what kvass is, it's delicious. It's the best. It's a flavor I've been missing, and I had to go specifically to Ukrainian store to buy a fucking bottle. Got totally scammed on the price, I think, because fuck, what do you mean? It costs like €4 for a bottle. Like, that's crazy. But like, still. Hamoud? Wait. Oh. I'm pretty sure Hamoud is a name. Hamoud. Yeah. It's a name. Translates to praise from Arabic, yeah. What? Is your name Hamoud? Is that why you're so much on it right now? Yo, you don't know what John is. It's the best name ever. Why? Because my mom called me that, and I'm really proud. Hamoud? What? Okay, now, so what the fuck is Hamoud then? Because, like, again, I thought Hamoud was the name. And when I searched it up, the only thing I could find was the name, Hamoud. Like, it's an Arabic name. What the fuck? It's a soda. Okay, hold up. Hello, just a second. Hamoud soda. Hamoud, Algerian soft drink manufacturing company. Okay. Okay, Algerian soda. Okay. So it's like a cola. So one of them is cola, another a lemon lime soda. Okay, don't mind. Slim. Oh, no. Okay, so Hamoud is a lemon lime soda. Then there is Selecto cola drink. Slim, which is sweetener alternative. I don't know. Variety of fruit flavors, which is, I assume, Fanta essentially. Lim On is a range of carbonated fruit juice beverages offering a mix of sweetness and refreshment. And Hammoud Cola, a cola which has Selecto-looking flavor. It is most recent drink produced by Hammoud Boualem. Is synonymous with Algerian culture and is often associated with nostalgia and tradition. Cool. Okay, so you're Algerian. Wait, what war was in 1990 in Algeria? 90 Algeria. Oh. Algerian Civil War. Okay, that explains it. It's from 1992 to 2002. So wait, you So you said you're missing 1990, but 1992 is when the war started, dog. You said like, oh, the war stopped during 1990. Dog, the war just started in 1992. Like, what are you talking about? It's crazy that it finished. That it was when I was like it was still going on when I was born. That's crazy. And it finished after I was born for sure. It's insane. I would have been a baby. An Algerian war is over. It's crazy. Also, if you're 17, look, if you're 17, Algerian war 2002, right? 17 minus 20, 26. You were born 2009, right? Yeah. You were born 2009. You were born 2009, and the war would have been over. What fuck? That's me. And the war would have been over by the. Oh, by the time you were born, the war was already over. So that's one issue in this. Yeah, 7-year time gap. 7-year time gap for you to be like born and raised and then go saying shit like, I wish I was back in 1990 when the war just fucking started. I think you should find your own path. I'm not gonna be too cringe about it, but I think you need to be. Huh. I think you might want to find your own. But by 17-year-old, you might want to find your own path, your own jokes and so on. Next year. Well, I'm not gonna ban you. But like sometimes it's not the point of it's not the point of age, but the point of like the stuff you're saying. You need to, but by 17 you need to like find your own you need to be finding your own humor and something beyond just simply edgy humor of I wish we brought back Hitler. You need to find like other avenues, you know. Start with fart jokes. Those are usually funny. Fair enough. Well, the thing about Ninjago is the fact that with him, it's kind of like, it's kind of a world news kind of thing, you know? It's not simply that like, oh, you're old if you're talking about him. It's about the fact that like, you're in vogue, so to speak, about the world as it's going on right now. Which is, the world is not going in a good direction. Just telling you this in advance. There's a lot of bad shit going on. Yeah, because that's kind of well, partially it's a coping mechanism. Because if when something bad happens, it's easier to joke about it than to kind of wallow in the sorrow. Some of them are funny. Especially, well, number one, it's back to the point about, like, as I was saying, like, sometimes jokes are a coping mechanism. Like, essentially, what we found out about Epstein is the fact that he was a rich connector type who was quite literally behind everything bad in the world. Like this is not a joke. He was quite literally responsible for such evils as literally 4chan being turned racist, okay? And the man was like, imagine anything bad that ever happened, like Ninjago was not Ninjago, Epstein was somehow behind it, okay? And Ninjago was probably partially responsible for it as well. So what else can you do in the face of such absurdism than just to make kind of a joke about it, you know? But yeah, the jokes are getting like out of hand to the point where it's kind of more than anything, it desensitizes people to the fact that these are real issues that we kind of do need to figure out to solve. Because crimes like these, it's not simply about when. Because different eras suggest that any other era but now was better, and I can tell you what, no, it wasn't. Every era in human history up until now was horrific, and this one is just one of the many. Honestly, maybe, yeah. Like if I could like fuck a dinosaur, maybe it would be better. What if I go back in time and fuck a dinosaur? Can we prevent what's going on right now somehow? What if I just go back in time and tell the dinosaurs that they're gonna get hit by a meteorite, you know? Yeah, you know, what if I like, what if I help them stop it? If Dino Girls existed, I don't know. I think they would care about the dinosaur kids. They would be like, now it's time for the to get under the scales, you know. This one is yet to even molt. Me going back in time to on dinosaurs that's they're gonna get hit by a meteorite. Yeah, it's magical. Whoop. Let's see, what should I go for? Networking, I guess. Yeah, kind of. I can take it high, you can take it low. I have a lot of... I've been listening to so many songs that just were absolute nonsense. I love it. Oh, by the way, I didn't summon my summons. My little boy. My summons are doing the most of the job, I think. Should I go all in on purple? Good luck. Good luck on your knee appointment. Make sure they remove entirety of your knee so you can't bend it anymore. I talked to your doctor. We're gonna make sure it's gonna bend backwards now, you know? And I'm gonna look like a dog. I mean, that's what you always say you would love to have, right? The backwards knees. I remember one time you told me you would love to have knees that go backwards like a dog. He's not in the chat. I just wanted to. I just thought it would be funny to say it. Oh shit! You're in the chat. Yep, exactly. Exactly as I was saying. Yeah, fair enough. I hope your knees stop hurting. Oh, like the crackling sound? I have so many. Number one, like it's always my knees, but like also any other joint in my body. I do need to go to the doctor to check out why the fuck all of my joints are creaking like shit. Like recently I've been managing to creak my wrist, you know? For a while now, at least for past couple of, I don't know, years, I managed to click my like pelvis. Like I don't know how else to say it. Like my pelvis just does like a click sound, you know, just like tick, and it's like, the fuck? How the fuck does that work, you know? Damn, you're way quicker than I am on this, I guess. But yeah. My knees always click. Especially when I go up the stairs. Like, it's always like my left knee just does like a click sound constantly. Every time I go up the stairs. Whenever I pass somebody by, I just hope they don't judge every time like I'm walking up the stairs and there's like a fucking... Yeah, but that's what like always. That's natural, I think. Like I can do it right now. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was me cracking my entire fucking hand. Okay, that is weird. I think you might have a joint disease of like an old dog. You go to the doctors, they just say like, sorry, they tell your dad, sorry, you have, your son is 14-year-old golden retriever actually. Actually, your son was a Doberman this entire time. Me go into me go into a doctor's appointment just to find out my son was a fucking German Shepherd the entire time. Turns out I had to take him to the vet instead this entire time. Fuck. I could have saved on bills. Vets are so much cheaper than the fucking doctors. They don't have as many bills to pay. I can go on green right now, why not? Bye, thanks for watching. Good luck at your doctor's appointment, and do share the news when they tell you you're actually 5'8" alibi. when they tell you you're actually this entire time a Dutch Hound. I mean, so far I'm just like, so far I was just like not choosing yet. But I still have like time to commit to one color. Oop. I just wish I had better freezing ability than the one I have right now. I think now we can go all in on green, actually. I can take it high, I can take it low. What time is this, by the way? Hold up. 2 hours. Leg break. Fuck, that smacked me. Master's key. I can take it high, I can take it low, I can take it down. Yeah, it's about the nonsense songs that I was listening to recently. They've been so good. I can take it. Oh shit, I just realized something that I'm very much curious about. So, oh, interesting. Huh. So while playing Marvel Rivals, I've been meeting this couple, right? Like I call them a couple because it just their names are very good. But like they're saying they're not together. But their names are his so and her la 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 la. Number one, fantastic name convention. But I realize that number one, I always meet them only in platinum matches. They seem to be not able to get out of platinum. But that's beyond it. I'm just thinking about if I could manage to. Oh fuck, I'm gonna be fucked because Black Bridge is next. Unless I go to Master's Keep, but even then, that's assuming I'm not gonna get killed by Death Scythe. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Okay. I'll go to Master's Keep, I guess. Why not? What was I gonna say? I wonder if on the way while passing, so I need to level up my friend to be the same level as I am, which is hard because I am constantly jumping between Grandmaster 3 and Diamond 1, right? It's difficult to keep Grandmaster position. But what I was saying is that why not? So back to what I was saying. So I'm planning to bring up my friend to the same level as I am. So maybe it's gonna get easier because it's hard to be Grandmaster when you're solo queuing, right? But if you have party members, might become easier. And on that way, I could grab his Soso and her La 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 together to party up together. Fuck it. I mean, just saying, maybe if they're gonna ever say yes, and then it's a full team that we can bring to Grandmaster because they've been platinum for a while. It's hard to get them. I assume they just have difficulty solo queuing, but maybe they're just not very. I mean, I don't know. Every time I was playing with them, I won the match, so I assume they're at least decent. They also seem like a tank combo at least, which will allow me to focus on my main passion, which is Mr. Fantastic. Here's the thing. I do kind of just want to have a... Like, not to be overly ambitious, but I feel like... Actually, no, I think that would be too overambitious. No, actually, no. Okay. Yo, appointment, that's crazy. I was just discussing the Marvel Rivals and the fact that I'm trying to bring up one of my friends to the same level as I am because being solo queue and Grandmaster is pretty difficult. So I'm trying to like I have like an alternative account. I have an alternative account that I specifically used to play with him. And I'm trying to bring him up from Gold 3 to Grandmaster, which is gonna be a long climb, but I believe we can do it. I believe we can do it. Anyway, the point is the fact that I think ultimately the goal is to, at the very least, be. No, I mean, we're alright, okay? I'm a Grandmaster and I'm not that good. Like, I'm a Grandmaster and I'm not that good. I'm just like following my body, you know? Like I'm having most of my actions are not. Whenever I play video games, I don't think very much. Like that's what I realize every time I have to so. Whenever I'm playing Marvel Rivals by myself, I record it, right? And after recording, I'm trying to make some clips. I have not made clips in a while. I have a couple right now on my channel, but like the last clip I made been a while ago. But what I'm trying to say is that I realize that I don't particularly think when I'm playing video games. Mostly because whenever I'm trying to make a clip, I have to rewatch the entire gameplay. Mostly because I have no idea what happened during the game. Like I spent 2 hours playing a video game. I have no idea what happened between it. And that's mostly because I have no thought process while I'm playing it, okay? And in that regard, I think if I manage to get to Grandmaster through blood, sweat, and tears, I think my friend who can kind of do it, okay? Like he at least thinks while playing a video game, okay? Like, I think he'll manage. Like he may not be able to get to Grandmaster in like 2 weeks of the before the season ends, okay? But we might be able to get to Grandmaster within the next season, you know? Our goal is to get him to Platinum, at least. Which is, I think, doable. I think it will be doable. And if well, he actually texted me today that he wanted to play a little bit, because the thing is, unlike my bum ass, he has like a very busy schedule. So unlike me, he cannot just play every day, you know. I dedicate literally sportsman-like like amount of time to play in Marvel Rivals. I literally play like once a day for 2 hours. Yes, he has a life. That's pretty much it. Yeah. He has a. You can describe this having a life. I describe it as he doesn't have that sportsman mindset of dedicating 2 hours of his day to play in Marvel Rivals. Okay. Therefore, I do put a timer, and by now I'm getting like kind of bored of playing like 2 hours. Sometimes I want to like cut it short, but I don't do it. Do you know why? Because I. No, because like whenever he plays with me, okay? So that means that whenever we play, we mostly win, okay? With me being the MVP, because I'm sorry, that's kind of how the sausage sliced, okay? Like when one player is Grandmaster and he's in a gold and he's in the gold 3 and he's in the gold 3 I think you can. Like because whenever we play like for 3 hours straight, and you can kind of like within those 3 hours you can level up. You can rank up. We can for sure do it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying to defend myself. Plus, by the way, Grandmaster is not even like the highest rank. Beyond Grandmaster, there is like 2 more ranks. Okay. And I'm barely scraping by on it. Well, he never plays on himself. That's the thing. He always calls me up like, "Hey, do you wanna play? Do you wanna play?" And I go, "Hell yes! What do you mean? Do I wanna play? Of course I wanna play." So it's not really the question. Like when you say like, oh, he can't do it by himself, well, he would always do it with me. Like there's not like, yeah, lucky him, he's always got me to back him up for his game. Okay, motherfucker! Wow. All I have to do is support my friend in becoming a Grandmaster, and then we can get our asses handed to us in Grandmaster ranks, okay? Like, Grandmaster plays are getting, like, tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes I genuinely don't know what's going on. Oh, come on. You have a friend who, like, lets you use their PC to play video games on it, which is honestly very nice. What? Didn't you just say they let you use it? Ah, that's what you mean. Okay. Oh yeah, I assume being a friend means you know his mom. Like, I know friends of my mom's as well. Sorry, wait. I know my friends' moms as well, yeah. Like, friends of my mom. Like, yep. That too. Okay, that's a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit of a weird fucking thing to say. I'm not gonna... That's crazy. That is a bit crazy. That's a little bit crazy statement. They got some crazy sauce of a statement. Ooh, upgrades. Aw, that's sweet. Nope, just sell it. Anyway, damn it, shame about your appointment getting cancelled. I really was hoping next time you're gonna talk to me, you're gonna be like, by the way, you're right. I'm like 3 Force Doberman. I'm actually 5'8" Malamute, you know. That would be crazy. But I was gonna say. So yeah, I just want to get my friend up a couple ranks. And then maybe that's even more funny. Sorry, son. I know you sound like a firecracker every single time you get out of bed, but like, I gotta play dominoes. Game is life, don't you know that? I gotta play fucking dominoes. That's the most fucking funny shit you could say. Sorry, son. We gotta figure it out whether you were 8-5s that count. Yeah, just like me playing Marvel Rivals, but like, bro, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me in a couple of years. Like, I'm gonna be like, sorry, son, I had to cancel your doctor's appointment. I was playing Marvel fucking Rivals. They just added Megatron to the game. Okay. When my stupid chat son has to go to the doctor. That's awesome. Me when my stupid chat son sounds like microwaved popcorn, but I have to play dominoes instead. me when my son sounds like fucking me when my son sounds like fried chicken getting fried chicken in a deep fryer, but I have to go play dominoes instead. Okay, cannot miss it. It's so I'm sorry, it's just such a good Like it, you couldn't have said it even better. I'm sorry. It just your dad rescheduled your appointment to play dominoes when you sound like a when you sound like a fucking fuck, when you sound like crystal ball sent through AliExpress, okay? Like it cannot be better. How many more analogies for you sounding like a grandfather clock can I make? I hope it's not too mean, but it's just really funny. It's I hope you get better, and you stop sounding like a fresh bag of chips, okay? But I also want to make fun of your dad for being like, no, I actually want to play dominoes instead. I know my sound. I know my dad said. Fuck. I know my dad. I know my son sounds like. I know my son sounds like. Fuck. I'm sorry. Just like I can't make any more jokes because I'm just laughing too hard about it. I know my son sounds like Pop Rocks in a glass of water, but Domino's takes precedence, okay? Oh, that's how it works? That's interesting. Do you mean not sounding like a wound up toy? Just having like every time you move? I'm sorry. Unbuzzed, moisturized, without creaking bones, sounding like a... without having to go through a knee surgery. Uh-huh. Interesting. Damn. Imagine if you go to the doctor and they tell you, actually, your bones are made of styrofoam. That's why that's why they've been creaking so much. It's just all styrofoam plastic getting broken down. Fuck. I think it's still gonna be like a surgery then, like if you're gonna repair it. Mercedes Stiletto. Very sick for stiletto, isn't it? Ah, interesting. I feel like there is a prerequisite to both have a bleeding and poison target. But, interesting still. I would love some soda right now. Oh. Oh yeah, because it's a crit, yeah. But what I mean is that like you need the prerequisite of either, I guess, bleeding or poison, which is means that you need to like find a corresponding weapon, I guess. But what I was gonna say is that like, no, I just want a soda. Like, I have nothing else to say. I want a soda. I want to drink a soda. Thirsty boy. I actually do have, so like, here's the thing. When I want a soda, I often deny it to myself out of nothing else than like I'm buying a selection layer. That's cool, I guess. It just, I frequently want a soda. And well, number one, like if I didn't have soda in the house, I couldn't have gotten any because right now in Germany everything is closed because it's 1st of May. Right? It's 1st of May? Yeah. On the 1st of May, it's government holiday. Yeah, everything closed today. Which is, I always find crazy about Germany is the fact that everything fucking closes on I honestly have no idea. I know that 1st of May is always like celebration around the world apparently, but hold up. 1st of May. International Workers' Day, yeah, you're right. Celebration International Labor Movement. Yep, and it's a weekend. It's a weekend in Germany. But like you have a lot of like a weird. Like here's the thing about weekends in Germany. Everybody has a fucking weekend, okay? It means that like everything is closed besides like I'm pretty sure the only thing that opened right now, if I was to look around, is gas stations. Which means that, well, to be fair, yeah, I can buy like soda in a gas station. But I mean more in sense of like, if you're like planning to buy groceries and like you fucked up and like forgot to do it before the international like day off, well, government day off, you're fucked because like everything's closed. I hate it the most. Depending, well, I get convenience store is the ones that's like in what? Oh. Convenience store is the ones that in the what's it called? Is it the ones in gas stations? Then yeah. If we're talking about grocery stores like Lidl is closed. Lidl, Aldi, all of those fuckers are closed. Weird how I sometimes avoid absolutely random damage, by the way. I assume it's... Well, again, because gas stations and the like... gas stations and the others... necessary stores are still open during those days off. I assume it is still like up to employer, but most employers do have it off. I think if you're like working on days off during the government thing, you're actually mandated to like pay extra to the workers. That's why like the only ones that are open are the only ones that are open are like gas stations. I'm pretty sure McDonald's is also open. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, McDonald's is also still open. But like when I was working in Amazon, it would be day off. Who needs packages anyway? It doesn't matter. Yeah, well, turn M upside down. What does it get you? McDonald's, of course. I mean W, sorry. Yeah, turn W upside down. What does it get you? M. M? McDonald's. The fuck? No ledge there. Oh, this is just what? I mean, I don't mind McDonald's. But I have not been to a McDonald's in a long time. I mean, like, objectively, I don't know. People have sometimes like weird like fast food takes of like McDonald's is better than Burger King, or Burger King is better than McDonald's, or like Wendy's or whatever. But I don't care. Like it's fast food. Whichever is like cheaper, I'll go to. I don't care. Like if Burger King, like at the very least, Burger King, like I think per portion, does serve like larger burgers. Yeah, me too. Well, for me, it's mostly because I'm the one paying for the fucking McDonald's. So, you know, why have McDonald's when I can just buy minced meat and like and have like my own burgers at home, you know? And then eat like 9 burgers. Oh, sorry, not 9. Eat 18 burgers on the course of 9 days. There is no McDonald's in Albania? That's insane. I thought McDonald's was fucking everywhere. No, sorry. Only in big cities. Only in big cities is weird. Okay, fair enough. Well, then it's not in your country. It's just not in your city because you live in a small city. That's why. That's different. Yeah, then you're lying to me by saying it's not in your country. You're just you're a little liar, aren't you? Huh? Just not in your tiny city, okay? Because you live. Because McDonald's doesn't believe you deserve the glory of McDonald's in your small city. Maybe you should just get rich enough to open your own McDonald's, you know, and rake in profits. The fair, McDonald's is a franchise, you know, so it's not really about the fact that McDonald's doesn't want to open something like a location in your town. It's about the fact that nobody in your town wants to open a McDonald's at in your town, you know? It's a little bit different. What do you mean in the 10th biggest in the world? Can you explain that one a little bit? Because you kind of... In 10th biggest city in the world or 10th biggest... You live in the 10th biggest city in the world? Like big population size or big... Okay, that's different. Okay. That's a big difference. That's a big difference between like the statements. Oh, he immediately becomes evolved. Okay. Number one. Also, yeah, Algeria. I said before I said Albania by accident. I'm sorry. Algeria. Number one, yes, Algeria, big country, 10th biggest country in the world, but that's like top 2 biggest countries in the world is Russia and Canada and US, you know? United States of America. Like, there's the top 3 biggest countries, right? And guess what? Canada and US have so many McDonald's, it's like they have more McDonald's. Yeah. That's number one. You made it to top 10. Very impressive. But like, guess what? US is like one of the biggest countries in the world, and they have a lot of McDonald's. Okay, so it's kind of compensates. And number 2. But you did say they're in big cities, right? There's big cities in Algeria that do have McDonald's. It's just they don't have it in your town. Right? It's just your town is too small, right? Hold up. I might just Google it now. Algeria McDonald's. McDonald's has officially opened in Algeria for the first location launched in June of 2023. Okay, wow. Oh, okay, so you didn't have McDonald's until... Wow, that's a while. Yeah, okay. Prior to this, the country was known for numerous bootlegs or copycat fast food chains such as McFool, McKay, Wonder Foods that mimics the brand iconic golden arches and menu items. That's pretty awesome. Regulation requiring foreign companies to hold no more than 49% ownership, which conflict with McDonald's standard franchise model. Yeah. Okay. So hold up. Here's the explanation why you don't have McDonald's in Algeria. Number one, you have a law that regulates requiring foreign companies to hold no more than 49% ownership, which is a problem for McDonald's on how it operates. You know. Anti-American sentiment, a significant portion of population historically boycotted U.S. brands, Real estate, its supply chain issues. McDonald's typically owns the land for its location, a practice restricted by local laws regarding foreign land ownership. That's kind of the problem. That's kind of how in, not to compare apples to oranges, but kind of how in United Arab Emirates, you cannot own a business if you're not from Arab Emirates. So people who want to start business in Arab Emirates have to like have a local who's essentially owns a business. Yeah, it's kind of your own fault, but also it is kind of to your benefit. You don't want McDonald's to start like popping up like fucking like worms during after the rain. You know, it's kind of gonna cause problems. Guess we're gonna take gastronomy. Why not? McDonald's isn't impressive. It's number one, I guess it's nostalgia, because when I was a kid, I would be like, "Oh, mom, can we go to McDonald's?" And then it's like associated with like good times. That's their strategy mostly. Like they want you to associate McDonald's with a good time, you know, a burger, a toys. That's why it's like Happy Meals and shit, you know. That's number one. Number two, it is an easy burger. It is also an easy burger, you know. It's not something overcomplicated. It's just a simple burger. It's a simple burger. You don't need to overthink it. I do kind of like how unbelievably salty McDonald's burgers are. Like McDonald's burgers are the most, like burgers and french fries. Like there is a museum exhibit in, I don't remember where the fuck. It's like Sweden or something. But they're like essentially eternal burger. Like a guy found like a burger in his like car that was like still perfectly. Somehow that sounds like an innuendo. But what I was gonna say is that like there is like a museum exhibit where essentially they were like, yo, I found this like burger in my fridge that like, not the fridge, in my car that was like still well preserved, even so like it's been bought like years ago. How the fuck? And then like McDonald's official statement was like, it's not preservatives or chemicals in the burger. It's just so fucking salty, it like doesn't allow bacteria to develop. And honestly, that makes sense, because whenever you like eat McDonald's burgers, it's so fucking salty. It's unbelievably salty, but that's kind of what I like about it. Like every time I make my own burgers, I kind of think like, damn, it's not salty enough. It needs to have that like have that a little bit salty hardness to it. Have a little salty surprise, so to speak. Hold up. Hold on a minute. we're gonna be wrapping up. So because of that, that's not. Ah, yeah, this. I actually played Ultra Kill. It's not bad. No, not a bad game. I wonder if there have been significant amount of updates since I played it last time. By the way, this song, in my opinion, it sounds better if it's 2 times the speed. By the way, here's a little bit of not American but kind of British news. So hold up. This is, I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright strike for this. But okay, so this guy, Piers Morgan, okay, he's a British conservative chad, okay? He's a Okay, but here's the thing. So this Piers Morgan, he essentially he invites people to his show and just be like, and constantly disagrees with them no matter who it is. But like most of the time he just disagrees with people on the left. Like most of the time he's like, do you really believe abortion should be legal? I believe it shouldn't be. Or like to like a fat girl, he's like, do you believe do you not want to believe you're fat? You just don't want people to call you fat? And the guy looks like this, you know, this fucking chubby fucker. But anyway, he invited this guy, who's also British, but he was like very Americanized. Russell Brand, yes. Who's... Yes, rage baiting people, but that's his career. Number one, that's his career. And number two, he's on the news. He's on the news. He's not like running a YouTube channel. He's a news guy, okay? So that's his like job as a news guy. So he brought in this guy, Russell Brand, who's essentially a cult leader. There's no other way to describe it. I think he was caught with like a minor, and immediately he went for like actually I'm a religious now. I'm a Bible boy. I believe in the Bible and shit. And here on Russell Brand gets asked by Piers Morgan to read his favorite Bible passage, okay? And please enjoy.
I think you're too caught in the world that you used to be in. It
Can I go back to asking you a question about your Bible?
Yes, if you want to.
Thank you. Was that the one you took into court?
You're the very one.
Okay. What was your thinking of taking it into court? And what you were seeing, looking at some passages, what were the relevant passages for you?
All right.
By the way, not a lot of pushback right now. Like he's not really questioning him about like the child he molested. None of that. He just like, can we talk about your Bible? Sure. But here's the funny part.
Thank you for asking me.
Thank you. I didn't hurt, did it?
A little bit. It was this from Isaiah. And you're right, Bear did say, you know, be chilled. Sometimes I lose the chill, man. It's pretty...
This is so... When I looked at this, it reminded me of like when I forgot to do a homework and like my teacher asked me for homework and I was be like, oh yeah, sure, let me just find it. And then I'm like, I cannot find it. I just cannot.
This is from Isaiah.
I just cannot find my homework. I'm sorry, teacher. I guess, I don't know. I probably forgot to like move the drive or something. Just give me like 24 hours. When I come back home, I send it to you. And then like when I come back home, like not as soon as the teacher walked away, I started like typing on like my computer, like doing the homework, and like send it to them like as soon as I return home. But that's this
It
guy.
says here.
It's so comedic. He was asked to name his favorite Bible passage, and this man is searching for it. This Bible has bookmarks on it. This Bible has bookmarks on it, and this man cannot find the Bible passage that he was thinking about. How long was he searching for it? Hold up. He was searching for it already a minute. Already 1 minute straight. He's just looking at you like...
The verse that I was looking at that day was
Damn, he can't find the word, the verse. It's in his head. He can envision it, but he can't find it.
not this. I can't actually find the verse that I had that day.
What a shame he can't
This
find
is
it.
Good enough. This is from Isaiah 12.
He could not find the verse, but this one is good enough. It's also from Isaiah somehow, because he was talking about Isaiah, and this one Isaiah 12. Perfect. Okay. It's so fucking hilarious. Me try to. It just like when I saw that like interview, I was like, I cannot believe it's absolutely unedited. Just like the guy searching through the Bible for his best fucking Bible quote. He started off like, it's from Isaiah. Now let me find it. Isaiah 12. Good enough. I could not find the original. Carbot animation. This game is me. Cannot wait for DLC. Honestly, I don't remember struggling for money that much in Silksong out of all of it. Out of all of the experiences, struggling for money was like the least of my concerns. The struggling for shards was a little bit more annoying, because like when you like lose shards, you kind of like, yo, fucking, now I have to like go kill like 300 more enemies, you know? Wait a minute. Just wanted to see something. Oh. And they even sell merchandise. It's so cute. Anyway, on this note, we are wrapping up. Tomorrow we're gonna come back to Dead Cells. Keep on that grind. Hopefully we're not gonna lose everything in the first 10 minutes. After tomorrow, it's gonna be Blender. I think I'm not 100% committed to the idea, but I think I'm gonna be making a model of a skeleton. Just making like a spooky skeleton in Blender, you know. Like no tutorials, just like me and the skeleton and working out difficulties as it's going on the entire 3-hour stream. After that, it's gonna be Space Marine 2, and Space Marine 2 again, and then it's gonna be Mouse PI for Hire. Then Mouse PI for Hire again, and then come back to Dead Cells. So on this note, we are wrapping up. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you, Amen. Good luck with your knee surgery. Bye.